KDB. KDB. KDB.
Beats Planet.
And there it is right there. All right, cool.
Come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Come on in. Time is always impeccable, Master William Skywalker Steele. It's almost to a point to where I know how long my theme song is, and I ain't really got to hear it. I just know that it's coming right about, and then we get right to it. I still need you to give me the visual cue. Because my time would be off and we will get canceled, boy. They will get us up out of here. But everything is good to go. Hey, appreciate y'all for being here. Welcome. A lot happened yesterday. I had a lot of streaming to do. We did the volume stream. We hopped on twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. Fire. I got a commemorative chair in the background just to talk about history a little bit, just to make sure everybody's aware of what's going on. Then we did some work with Fusty King yesterday. It was fantastic. Will Steele, did you happen to tune in to twitch.tv/Voch
live? No, I just was able to kind of run some of it back in my free time, man.
I got the link. I'm gonna put it in the chat later for all y'all to check out, man. We had a fantastic episode on Twitch yesterday talking about the Alabama brawl. Cut my finger yesterday, and some people would think that I cut it because all these blades around me. Nah, I was using a mandolin, something that's supposed to make you cut shit safely on the safe device. I fucking cut myself trying to cook a steak before I got going. So a lot of shit happened yesterday, Will Steele, but we are back in the saddle.
Yeah, we good.
we're good to go today. I'm your host, Lombardicus.
AKA Ferrari.
VOCHLOMBARDI, and I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, Master William Skywalker Steele. What's happening, sir?
What's goody?
Now that we've said hello, let's get down to business.
Let's do it.
Well, when you was a little boy, right? You know, little boys be outside and we play wrestling and we wrestle against each other, right? When y'all wrestled, how much did y'all hold back? Like, did y'all full go the wrestling moves, or did you know you ain't want to hurt the people that you was wrestling with, so you had to pull back a little bit? What was y'all wrestling rules when you was a kid?
There were certain moves you couldn't do full throttle, right? It'll hurt. But there's also an art to selling, you know what I mean? Which is, faking it or whatever, right? So there was some fun in the fake punches and whatnot. But when it came to like rock bottoms, when it came to suplexes and whatnot, nah, we wasn't really trying to fake that, because you gotta know how to take a bump, when you but certain things you can't really, like, you ain't about to tombstone nobody for real. Right. You know what I'm saying? Break their neck. So it all depends on the move.
I asked you because yesterday on Twitch, as I was streaming, I just had to think about it. Buddy with the chair that smacked everybody with the chair in the Alabama brawl or whatever. I was trying to figure out why he did it. And in my mind, all I could think of is that he has so much pent up, not hitting people full speed with a chair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his rules was, all right, we'll hit you with the chair because we playing, but he had so much pent up chair hit at him. And he finally had a shot to use a real chair versus some ops. And he just went crazy for a second. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I would have went right into my attitude era when they was hitting dudes with chairs. Now they hit them in the back. Now they was hitting dudes with chairs on the head back then.
Yeah. Oh, good.
I'd have saw red too.
Yeah. Anyway, we got some things to talk about today, chat. Like I said, twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi if y'all want to check out the full breakdown of the Alabama brawl. I had a lot of things to say. And I did it in my typical film breakdown voice. We talked about 9 minutes worth of content for like an hour. It was fun. Y'all go check that out. Also, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. We're, preseason's, coming up soon. The regular season's coming up soon. So with that, we're going to have real football, and with real football comes real film. So I need y'all to be tapped in. Changes coming, times, time to get back to work.
Oh, I can't wait for the film reviews, bro.
Yeah, yes, sir. Not and look, not that we, stop working or anything, right? But like, we finally got some real stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, stuff happens on a Sunday, and we come back in here on Monday and talk about it. Then we get the film, and we come back on Tuesday and Wednesday and tell y'all what we saw and get ready. It's gonna be a grind. It's gonna go by fast. Today, what we have, Cowboys dropped a depth chart. It's an unofficial depth chart, and I mean, we need content. What y'all want me to say, dog? Depth chart came out. We're gonna talk about the damn thing. What you want me to say? There are some things that I thought were interesting. Like, what's gonna happen when Zach Martin goes out? You know what I mean? Like, what Chuma Doga at left tackle means to me. Oh, Rico Dowdle's running back too, for real. Let's talk about it. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. Training camp is going on right now. And of course, the title of what y'all been seeing, we've been discussing, and we're going to keep talking about all week, the idea of some of these rookie players and how they look in their camp competitions versus some of these veterans. Now, in most scenarios, these rookies is smoking the shit out of these boys. Master William, I'm sure you haven't missed a clip on the social media timeline from the past 2 days. I just saw this video today. It was from 22 hours ago. Dak threw the ball to Viliami Fehoko. It was versus Gilmore, and it was perfect. And the ball was perfect. It was going down the sideline, and Simi had that joint like this, and it bounced off his hand. And I'm like, God damn, boy. Yeah. Just in my mind, me saying that, I was like, boy, Jalen Brooks wouldn't have did that, boy. Jalen Brooks wouldn't have did it. And sure enough, Will Steele today, Jalen Brooks got a motherfucking deep ball on the other side of the field. And he's just, you can't be dropping passes, bro.
No.
You can't be dropping passes. Like, it's the small things. You can't false start because the competition is so close. You can't miss days. You can't get hurt because the competition is so close. Now, the end all be all is what's going to happen in the game.
Yes.
At the end of the day, what happens in the game is more important.
Yeah. Dave Hellman said it best. All necessary camp badass boxes have been checked. He's just got to take it to the game. Talking about Jalen Brooks.
Yeah. But every time I see him, we're going to talk about this tomorrow, Will Steele, so you ain't even got to answer. I've seen more positive Jalen Brooks clips than I've seen from Michael Gallup. Now, that can mean a lot of things. Gilmore normally chasing around Michael Gallup, and that means something. But Jalen Brooks is still being chased around by Nashawn Wright, who is technically older competition than him. I just been seeing a lot more from Jalen than Michael. I'm not saying that, either Jalen is going to take Gallup's spot. I ain't saying nothing like that. I ain't saying nothing like that. But what I am saying is that it ain't too big for Jalen Brooks right now. It ain't too big for Jalen Tolbert right now. Turpin, we'll see. Because y'all know I got to hold that out to the very last minute just to make sure I'm right. But if I'm wrong, I'll tell y'all I'm wrong. But I still got to hold that out just very last minute. But that wide receiver competition is getting pretty close. Let's just go ahead and get that out.
The down roster part of
it. The bottom part. Yeah.
Nobody's taking CD job. Gallup has stacked some days. So
nobody's taking CD job. Nobody's taking Brandon Cooks' job. And honestly, I don't think anybody's taking Michael Gallup's job. Will, let me ask you this. When you see these clips of Michael Gallup, does he look a little slow to you?
Michael Gallup's getting better, man, throughout camp.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He's getting back. And there's a couple clips today where he's done some good things. A couple clips yesterday, Saturday. But to start camp, we talked to Kyle Yeomans. He was like, looks like he's still getting his legs up under him, but it seemed like he got him now. He worked Trayvon Diggs off the line of scrimmage today, who had a day, by the way.
This is the best day that I've seen from Gallup. And like I said, this is a day
yesterday.
This is, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a whole bunch, from Gallup, you know what I mean? But seeing Gallup come along now, I'm starting to feel better. Because once upon a time, you'll listen to some of these entities, they'll have you believing that Jalen Tolbert is going to be wide receiver 3 because he looks better and you ain't seen that from Michael Gallup.
It all depends how you're looking.
Sure.
If you're tunnel vision on one player, you'll miss other things. Like if you're like, hey, I'm seeing all these highlights here, you're missing the routine things here.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough, Will Steele. But Michael Gallup had a couple of pretty good reps against Trey Diggs. Now, mind you, Trey Diggs been going crazy today.
Oh yeah, he went off.
Trey Diggs. Trey Diggs out there going crazy, Master Will. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand that this is practice and there's only so much. We're not going to see Trey in preseason games or anything like that. But I'm just waiting. Because week 1 is Daniel Jones. I'm just waiting to see what that thing looks like when you look at one side and you can't look at the other. That's the one thing. And
we're seeing it today.
We're seeing it today.
They want to test Gilmore. I think, what I think might happen today? They say, look, bro, we coming at Diggs today. Because Diggs gave up a couple touchdowns today too. But he almost had 3 picks as well. Mm-hmm. So I think this is one of those days where it's like, you, me, let's roll. And I think a lot of people are going to look at it as, oh my God, we're throwing interceptions. Mm-hmm. Bro, if you watch the coverage, this Diggs on these picks was hip pocket.
Yeah.
So I think this is a foreshadow. Either you try the technician, or you try the playmaker. Pick your
don't throw the ball to fucking playmaker. Please don't throw the ball to playmaker. Please don't throw the play at the play. Look, I talked to Foots. Was doing some work. Me and Foots was talking with him, right? And Foots asked, and we supposed to be talking about D-line, whatever. Like just watching March play. He asked somebody on his show, as in his super chats, right? They asked which one is going to help the other more, Diggs or Gilmore. And my first thought is, well, I mean, shouldn't it be Diggs because they don't want to throw at Gilmore and Diggs being the one to make all the plays? But then I thought, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, Diggs making all the plays, wouldn't that make him throw the ball at Gilmore more? You know what I'm saying? And you saying that made me kind of go back to it. I'm just so conflicted, right? It's the technician versus the playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
The technician versus the playmaker. You can get passes off on Trey, but Trey can get turnovers off of you, right? And I also think that Gilmore just probably going to be more steady. The beautiful thing about Gilmore, he'll get picks.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like if he has the opportunity, he will get the picks. But will he have the opportunity? That's the thing.
Yeah,
and he physical, man. I wish I was out there, fam, because the battles him and Gallup. This is going to make Gallup better. Like he's out there physical with Gallup.
He was jamming shit at Gallup.
Yeah, and today though, Gallup got him. Like that's the thing. Like you want to see progression with these dudes, and we finally got a chance to see Turpin today go up against Trayvon Diggs. It ain't work out too good for him, but let's see more of that.
Mm-hmm. One great sign that I saw from Diggs whether it be Turpin or Brandon Cooks. You know, Diggs was like dealing with a little toe or whatever, right? But seeing him turning and running with those guys made me feel really, really good about him. I can't wait, man. And Will, you know me, man. You know I hate DBs, man. You know corners is boring and they make me sleepy, dog. But watching these characters today, man, oh goodness, man. Can't wait. But we're supposed to be talking about D-line today. And mind you, I don't care how late we are stopping the show at 4:00. I don't want to hear it. We just talking about these rookies, right? And how these rookies kind of making it tough, how Eric Scott's making it tough, how Jalen Brooks is making it tough. We're gonna talk about wide receivers Wednesday, Thursday. I forgot one of these days, but we're gonna talk about it, right? I don't think Junior Fehoko and Mozzie Smith are necessarily making it difficult for the D linemen that are currently on the roster. I ain't saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it's just kind of what it is, right? If we just look at all the other situations and we just look at how these rookies look like in their roles, we go, hey, these rookies could be taking a veteran spot somewhere, right? Now, when I look at the rookie D tackles, which is Mozzie Smith and Junior, I don't think there's ever going to be a land that we live in 2023 where Mozzie goes so crazy that we taking Hankins off the field. I don't see it. Plus, I don't foresee a place to where Mozzie goes so crazy that we taking Osa off the field, which brings these two players to different dynamics, right? We talking about Junior and we talking about Mozzie. I don't think Mozzie's gonna be some push for a spot guy because I think we just so good at the top of the D line room, right? Mozzie not having to go up there because there's Osa and there's Hankins up there. Junior Fehoko, I just haven't heard nothing from him. And I walked into this thing ready to push Neville all the way off the bridge. I was ready to get Neville up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's going to be Chauncey or whether it was going to be the upside or whatever this coaching staff thought Junior was going to be, I just knew that Junior was going to come in and make life hard for Neville Gallimore. But Neville been surviving, man. I'll give him that. Never been survived. On top of the idea that I think that this offensive line had been doing very great in this, camp, regardless or whatever, right? But if you Neville Gallimore, you can only face who they put in front of you. So if it's Josh Ball, whatever. Can somebody find me a clip of Junior Fehoko beating Josh Ball? Because if you can, I'll give you some further analysis, right? But just as of now, what I have, Junior just ain't beating the dudes around him. Now, if you got Mozzie beating the shit out of Josh Ball and Hoffman and all those characters in Fournier, he pushing them characters around, right? I would have loved to have seen Junior take that step and do a little something. Because in Draft World on .com, the day 3 draft show, the day 3 live draft, breakdown or whatever, Coach Floyd, Sharif Floyd came up there and they was talking about Junior Fehoko. He was like, hell yeah, we got plans for Junior Fehoko. We got something we gonna do with Junior Fehoko, and that led me to believe that, well, by way of we're drafting our guy, that Junior would just be able to walk right in over Neville Gallimore. But hey, Neville Gallimore fighting for his life. He's staving Junior off. Now at the end of the day, it all happens. It all depends on what happens in the game or whatever, right? It depends on what happens in Jacksonville and the other two goofy little ass preseason games that we're playing. But as of now, Neville Gallimore beating the shit out of Junior Fehoko, and Junior was a dude that I was kind of sort of projecting to be a roster guy. Junior might have to be practice squad type character. Will Steele, do you think Junior is going to be a practice squad type guy? He has to be a practice squad type guy. Do you think
they're not cutting a 4th round pick?
I feel you.
It's not happening.
But
if they put it this way, I should never say never. Right? I should never do it. I have never seen them cut a 4th round pick in the last decade 4 months after taking them.
Sure.
Yeah. Now you had the 5th round pick. What's his name? Old Big Country got cut about week 3 or whatever it was. After Dak got hurt by week 2, I think it was. He got cut. Trying to make room. Yep. But cutting the 4th round pick, I find that extremely hard to believe. So,
but here's my logic though, right? The same reason why we cut Ridgeway would be the same reason why you would cut Fehoko, because it's just so many bodies in this room. We talking about D tackle, right? Just D tackle in particular.
He made the team though. Ridgeway made the team.
That's fair. He did make the team, but we couldn't keep him though. Just for whatever, just We just couldn't keep him. We just had bodies in their room. Hankins, Osa, Chauncey, Mozzie, and Mozzie being a dude that we drafted with him. Chauncey, Mozzie, and then there's you fighting Neville. And he's not beating Neville. do you just keep him and just go heavy at D tackle? Not just D line in particular. Do you go heavy at D tackle, Will Steele? Bo, I forgot about Bo. My bad, Bo.
I don't really consider him a defensive tackle this year, but
okay.
I think that's more so a future thing. He's a defensive end this year, but the defensive tackles are the guys you just listed. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't put him in that category. So, I mean, if they cut the 4th round pick, that McClay and them giving that an A-OK. Ooh, that's rough. I just don't see it happening.
And just looking at the ends, you got D-Law, Sam Williams, Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler. We can or cannot consider Micah, but Micah's edge guy, whatever, cool. And then you got Junior versus Banagoo's not going to be here. Isaiah Land's more of a linebacker. And then you got some of the undrafted guys, Johnson and Wheat. But basically in front of Junior, it's if we call him an end, it's basically about the same number of people almost. Dante Dorrance, Micah Sam, and D-Law.
I don't think it'd be a Junior versus any of the defensive linemen. In that sense, it'd be Junior versus cornerback, Junior versus receiver, Junior versus tight end, Junior versus somebody else. Or we're going to go extra long on the defensive line to protect our 4th round pick, as opposed to keeping some other player. I think that's the conversation that would be had, because I'm not cutting Dante Fowler. I mean, I could live without Neville personally, but he's been surviving. He's been Tristan Hill in this thing, right? Yeah. And Tristan Hill got cut in the middle of the season, but he's been Tristan Hill in this thing, and we said he was going to have to be Tristan Hill this year, and apparently he is. But you're not cutting any of your top 47 and 48 players, I think, for Fehoko right now.
So it'll be like Fehoko versus Brillo, Fehoko
or Malik
versus
Jefferson, something like that,
guys like that, and I think that's gonna be tough, man. I think this roster is so talented that wherever we go light at is gonna be upsetting, right? Because wherever we're going heavy, it's gonna feel like a necessity. It's gonna feel necessary, and I think we're gonna go heavy at corner, D tackle, possibly offensive line. I don't know. We'll see. But somebody's gonna get cut, and I'm gonna be looking at Junior, and I'm like, damn, boy, we cut that dude that I really, really like. But we kept Junior that couldn't beat Neville out. You know what I'm saying? I understand it ain't necessarily.
But did you expect? So here's my thing with Junior and this Neville thing you're talking about. I never expected him to beat Neville.
I was ready for him to beat Neville. Yeah.
No way, man. Junior Fehoko is a defensive end. He's a 270-pound defensive end. Neville Gallimore, 305, 4-year veteran. He's not going to beat him out in that sense. Where you could have argued was Junior Fehoko's draft pedigree had a chance to beat out a Neville. Like, we drafted him in the 4th round, so we're going to pick him over you because you are on your last year of your deal. You ain't been the greatest for us, so we'll put you out. But player to player, I didn't expect Junior to come in here and be better than Neville Gallimore off the rip.
I thought it was going to be so hard for Neville because there's so many dudes in the room that's like Neville, right? But it ain't like Junior's beating the dudes that's like him neither. You know what I'm saying? So you just hang and look,
who's like him?
Chauncey is a N3 tech type guy.
He ain't beating.
You just
expected him to beat Chauncey.
And that's my point. I'm not expecting him to beat Chauncey. But if you're looking at the other N/3,
these are the people like Fehoko that you should be comparing them to. Darrell Johnson, Isaiah Land, Tyrus Wheat. Those are the dudes that he need to be getting compared to, because Chauncey was never going to get beat out by no Viliami Fehoko.
So you now you putting your 4th round pick in a fight versus the undrafted dudes that I didn't expect. I didn't expect Darrell Johnson to make the team.
I didn't expect Viliami Fehoko to do nothing.
So look, what I'm saying though, Will, still, if this was Arizona or something, I feel good about Junior making the team. If this was Arizona, but it's dudes in this room. It's whether you got Junior at 3 tech, whether you got him at end, whether you got him at 4I. There's a dude on this team already that's doing it better than him. Yeah. I ain't shitting on Junior, but and then we're gonna draft the D lineman in the 1st round. Also, it's a tough fight.
100%
tough. You know what I mean?
The very first press conference, Coach McCarthy said, we are going to have some tough decisions. And this is before he saw a damn practice at camp.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a conversation.
Let me ask you this, right? You was talking about Junior's draft pedigree, right? Mm-hmm. When you in win now mode, you got to sacrifice something.
Yeah.
Neville Gallimore has no future here. but he helps you win more now than Junior. What do you value in that situation? If I had to put Neville versus Junior, win now versus draft future, what's more important to you?
If Neville really shows he can provide something and not last year, because if you say Neville is Neville of last year, I can do without him. That's why I said I personally can live without Neville Gallimore. But anybody can answer this question. Does your defense suffer without Neville Gallimore this year?
No.
And this is the question.
But neither fucking Fehoko neither.
Right, but now we're talking about ROI, like return on investment. My return on investment for Fehoko is 4 years, as opposed to 6 months for Neville Gallimore if he's not going to provide, if you're not going to miss him.
Can't you look at Neville Gallimore the same way you look at Jordan Lewis? Because we don't need Jordan Lewis necessarily, but it's nice to have him if you're in a Super Bowl run.
I don't know. We one injury away from needing Jordan Lewis. I don't think we one injury away from needing Neville Gallimore because Chauncey Golson's right there.
Hey man, Dan like to rotate 9, 10 of them boys, man. You never know. Shit.
And he probably the 9th or 10th one.
You know what I'm saying? Mozzie, you know what I'm saying? Mozzie got the tendonitis out today. You know what I'm saying? So if he got tendonitis and something happened with Hankins,
if we get to September 12th or whatever it is, and you're suffering injuries, Neville, if you like 2 injuries, then Neville Gallimore becomes very important, right? But as we speak right now, based off of what I know of when seen from Neville Gallimore last year, once again, does your defense suffer without Neville Gallimore?
I don't think so, but I think there's a lot of dudes on this roster to where this defense wouldn't suffer without him, but they still got to fight for their spot. You know what I mean?
Sure. I'm just saying, I'm not afraid to move on from Neville Gallimore for Fehoko. If we were talking about the future in the sense that, hey, look, I got 4 years with this guy to develop. I know what Neville Gallimore is, and he's not providing me anything to make it a tough decision. Now, he go out there Saturday and next Saturday or whatever it is, and he balling out, the conversations change. But at 8-8, I'm not tripping about Neville Gallimore being on this roster.
Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this depth chart here. Where's Neville Gallimore? They got Neville Gallimore a little up here, but he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be up here. He should be. So currently he's behind Osa, but he should be behind. It's like him and Chauncey fighting, but I think he should be behind Chauncey.
I'd rather Chauncey over Neville.
Yeah, definitely.
Bo over Neville.
It depends on what Dan's gonna do, because Bo is gonna be like the 350-0 guy. I think Neville's gonna be like a 3-tech, sometimes 1-tech guy. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be like a different role for them. Chauncey can play every fucking spot on the D line. So Chauncey, I ain't even adding Chauncey to this conversation. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Question.
Back up over Chauncey.
Question, and I'm partially laughing and joking and making fun. You think Neville played 4 quarters this week versus Jacksonville?
So I heard he's in better shape. I'll say that. I don't think he's in the doghouse like he was last year, but that would be telling.
It would be telling.
Yeah,
whoever we see in the fourth quarter, if we see some old people in the fourth quarter, questions.
Yeah, because the tea leaves were there. Neville was playing against Seattle in like we say the fourth quarter, but first quarter, it don't matter in that game. But no, seriously, he was playing in the last game of preseason last year, and we was like in the fourth quarter, we was like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah,
and look what happened.
Lisa Arisi in the chat says Neville should not be a 3-tech. That was the original plan. That was the original plan, but he gained weight. You know what I'm saying? Neville doesn't have. Go ahead.
Yeah, he got stronger apparently to try to handle both sides.
Yeah. Neville doesn't have a 3-tech issue. Neville's not powerful. When you try to put him at 1-tech, just because he got big don't mean he's strong. You know what I mean? That's what Neville went through. But if Neville in better shape and he still got the little quickness that whatever, then hey, he'll be fighting for his life. We'll see. What else we got on the docket today? We got phones. If y'all don't want to call in, y'all can, but I'm saying stop the show. I saw also on this depth chart, Master William Stillion, and this may not mean nothing. You know, we ain't even got to talk about it. If you tell me, Voch, this don't mean nothing, because we have raised our voice at like twice. Like this Monday and Tuesday, we've both raised voice at each other, and I don't like
this. Ain't raising Voch now. Come on,
we both.
You, come on now.
Thursday gonna be a motherfucker at this rate. We keep going. What a damn depth chart at. All right, here we go. And look, Will, if this is nothing, then fine. Chuma Doga was supposed to be a guard for us. In my mind, he was brought in to be a guard. But on this depth chart, He's the backup left tackle behind Tyron Smith. Does that mean that the Chuma Edoga experiment at left guard just ain't working? Or does this mean that they really mean what they say by Tyler's going to play left guard and nowhere else?
It's weird that he's left tackle. I thought he was coming in as a left guard as well. So I'm not really sure what's the situation here. And he hasn't been good at left tackle either. Also heard Fournier is focused on center now. So that's, I don't know what's going on.
Fournier's focused on center like he not playing guard?
Yes.
I saw somebody, I actually saw somebody say that, right? They said that Josh Ball was so terrible that if Zach doesn't come back, Hoffman's going to be the guard. And the first thing I said was, yo, what the hell happened to Fournier? Not that I got faith in Fournier or anything like that, but what's going on with that? Like, what's going on?
I don't think he's a good guard.
Well, he never was a good guard, but shit, he was all we got. Josh Ball ain't neither, but he being forecasted for it if Fournier better than Josh.
I personally wanted to see him more at center because I thought he had a chance to be a better center, and that's what it looks like they're doing. McCarthy said moving forward, he will be mostly a center. But I imagine if you had to suit up tomorrow and Zach wasn't here, I don't know if they trust in Josh Ball or Brock Hoffman.
Boy, we should have got goddamn Bergeron, man. We should have went on ahead and just drafted his ass. This is a mess. This is a mess, boy. We should have got Bergeron and DeJuan Jones and just got on up out of here, boy.
You skip right over your boy, huh?
Who? Who else on the board?
Who else is on the board?
Yeah, who else on the board for Dallas to take an offensive line in the second, third, or fourth round?
What's his name? Cyrus.
That motherfucker play wide receiver. Cyrus Torrey might well play kicker. That motherfucker can't play no guard for me. I'd be damn. No, sir.
Voch, let me tell you something, bro. I'd rather have him in here.
Osiris?
Yeah.
I would roll with Hoffman, motherfucker. I'd keep my chips on the table, boy. I hold what you got.
Damn. I'm sick of this depth chart right now when it comes to the interior. I'd rather have him.
No, the old head say, hold what you got, man. Nah, I'm not switching to Osiris. Nah. Osiris Torrance, he wasn't a good football player to me. I mean, shouts out to him, but I don't want to roll with Josh Ball neither, man. So don't even get that mistaken. But,
I mean, shit, they put a 6'8" Josh Ball at guard. They might as well put DeJuan Jones. Nah, he's too big for that. But I'm just joking.
Yeah, but God damn, Josh Ball. I ain't seen the Josh Ball clip I like yet. I ain't seen not one that I like.
No,
yet.
He can't make this team. Yeah, I mean, preseason. We'll see what happens in preseason. Let me stop.
Watch he make, because Hoffman ain't done shit. I think Awesome Richards is going to be very important to see what happens with him, because I remember Solari in the draft show, on the draft show day 2, I believe it's day 3. They was talking about Awesome Richards. So they got coach in there, and they were saying, well, where is he going to play? Because Awesome can play left and right side, but he can also play guard and tackle. I don't think they want him to play 4 spots, but I think he's able to do it. There was a part of me going into this feeling like, well, Awesome is probably going to be competing for tackle. Okay. We are so bad at guard right now, Will Steele. I don't think you got a choice but to just leave Awesome at guard. Awesome Richards from North Carolina, fifth round pick. I don't think you have a choice but to just leave him at guard and just experiment with whatever you want to experiment with him later, because you need the bodies in there. It ain't gonna this ain't gonna cut it, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Hoffman, Ball, Fournier fucking center, and Biotis was hurting a little bit today, so we don't know what that is. Lindstrom, TJ Bass.
Yeah.
That ain't a good crew. That ain't a good crew at all.
No. And
that's not a good crew at all.
And the thing with Awesome Richards is this is a future pick, because I don't think he's ready this year to step in for you. Apparently it's a strength issue with him right now, and obviously going into guard, it's going to be a different type of strength you're dealing with, right? Different type of players you're dealing with. So, he's got the feed, he's got the athleticism, but I think this is more of I don't think they're looking to put him in the swing of things right now. So, Josh Ball, man,
he might not have no goddamn choice though. He might not have no. Josh Ball so terrible. Josh Ball so terrible. And look, it's one thing for a Cowboy fan to say Josh Ball is terrible. I humbly say this as offensive line guy. Josh Ball is so bad.
Here's what I wish, bro. I wish we heard more about TJ Bass.
Yeah. Hey, Saturday we'll know.
Yeah.
Saturday we'll know, Will Steele. But yeah, there we go about that. And hey, we've said before, Master William, just going back to the depth chart here, the Cowboys love Rico Dowdle. They love Rico Dowdle, but Rico Dowdle's been hurt. Rico Dowdle's been Rico, you hurt your hamstring, you out for the season. Just kind of hold on to him, just to have that little secret little roster spot right there. The Cowboys love them some Rico Dowdle. They got him in the second spot. Now, I know that, reading into this depth chart ain't shit and it's unofficial and all that, but this is really all we got to go off of, right? I mean, they say it's unofficial and we shouldn't lean into it, but I mean, it's here for a reason. They got Rico second for a reason.
I think this was a depth chart coming into camp, if I had to take a guess.
So what does that mean for Malik Davis, if it means anything?
I say this and I'll say it again. If the Cowboys decide to run with Rico as RB2, they should carry 4 running backs. I don't think you can trust Rico Dowdle to stay healthy, right? Especially if he's going to play special teams too. So I think you should run with 4. And I know we had a scenario earlier this morning where it's like, okay, if they carry 3, put a gun to my head, who's out? Malik, if they carry 3, but I'm carrying 4. If you're gonna put Rico on this team, and Rico's a damn good running back, right? Like he's a fine running back. I think Malik Davis is a damn good running back. He's a fine running back, but they like what Rico can do. Like he's one of their guys. He is. I actually reached out down there and said, "Is Rico? Is he leading the way for RB2?" Emphatic yes was the answer. So they like, and you hear Coach McCarthy literally say, "I love Rico. I love what we have in Rico Dowdle." Yeah. Constantly brings up Rico Dowdle. So, I don't think he's going away easy. He never does. He performs in the preseason. He performs at camp. So, he's going to be around here. But, Voch, would you count on him full season?
No, right. Because we haven't seen nothing. We haven't seen anything from Rico Dowdle. So your 4, right? You said you would carry 4. So your 4 is Tony, Rico, Ronald, and Deuce?
Yes. Well,
Ronald Jones saves you a roster spot for like 2 weeks, right? If they plan on holding on to him, because I would.
Did you say Ronald?
Ronald Jones, yeah.
No. Tony, Rico, Malik, and Deuce. My bad.
Malik and Deuce.
Ronald Jones is not making this team. He's suspended for 2 games.
And that motherfucker growing hurt too, but he ain't been cut yet.
Because he can play in preseason, he can practice. So that's an extra body, right? To take these carries off of these other guys and whatnot. I think he's going to stick around until it's time to make cuts.
Is there a world where Ronald Jones is so much better than Malik in preseason that we just take the L for 2 weeks on Ronald and we just hold on to him and cut Malik?
I said he's going to have to be Emmett. like he's going to have to, bro. He's going to have to go crazy.
You're going to have to break the preseason rushing
preseason rushing record. Ronald Jones, he'd have to do it.
And that'll get Malik up out of here, huh?
Yep. Well,
Hunter Lipke,
somebody up out of here. I don't know.
Hunter Lipke's a practice squad guy for you, right?
Yes, right at this second.
Because Sean McEwen is a better version of him right now.
He's out there doing the H-back stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. That's all we got today. Chat. Yes or no? Do you think me and Will Steele are going to raise our voice at each other again tomorrow? Just do y'all think?
I'm mad he calls it raising the voice. We're having a nice, healthy debate here, man.
You smacked furniture at me before. I got trauma.
Well, that's a different story.
I got trauma. That's a different story.
That was a shut your seriously. That was different.
Tall ass motherfucker. Shut up somewhere. You know what I mean? You just talk to me dirty, man. You just say what you want to say. But all right, let's get to it, man. We got a lot of people on the phone. Let's lock it.
Conference has been locked.
2 callers. Let's get to them.
They said this was us today.
Yeah, they squabbling out there now. Yeah.
Oh shit. We're still gonna jump in the water to come fight me.
He jumped in the water.
We're gonna come get me, dog.
Come through.
Right. He on the way. Man, we got to do something in Frisco or something like that. It'd be fun. Let's get Malcolm on the phone. See what he's talking about.
It's a must.
Got to do it. Oh wait, hold on. Time out, Malcolm. Hold on. Time out, Malcolm. Don't go nowhere. All right, let's get into the phones. All right, here we go. We got Malcolm on the phone. Let's get him in. You hate that shit. You hate that shit.
Bro, I be trying to oh shit, which bank is this on?
You slipping every time. Look, I was looking at y'all like I knew you wasn't ready because normally your hand would be on the button. I like, he ain't ready. Let me get him. What's up, Malcolm? What you got for the show?
Hey, what's happening, y'all? How y'all doing today?
What's good with your player? What you got for us?
And I just first of all, I just wanted to say, my bad about yesterday. I didn't realize that you were still talking and it had like cut off on my end, so I didn't hear y'all at all.
What you do yesterday?
I was like,
what was your call yesterday?
When I called and gave the shout out to Law, and then you started.
Oh yeah.
Talking,
Okay.
you were saying,
yo, Malcolm, don't worry about it.
Talking over you and all that.
Don't worry about it, Malcolm. Technical difficulties. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for calling back.
All right, it's all good. Now, I just wanted to also say, we'll go out here and try to get this 1.5 power mega meal so I can go ahead and pay Zach Martin myself.
Come find me first.
The hell out of here.
Come find me first. Come find your favorite podcast first and tap in with us. Then go holler at Zach Martin. Nigga. They still got to do money by the book. Jerry got the money. Just come
Yeah,
find us.
you can get us a nice little supercomputer. I'm in the market.
Yeah. Computer, we're retiring. We're retiring.
I swear, man. Every time I look at the highlight, I just shake my head every time Josh ball out there. It's like every time he take a rep, that's just like Zach Martin price just keep going higher and higher.
Yeah.
That's he at the crib watching the tablet, watching the phone or whatever, looking at them highlights like Michael Jordan on Last Dance.
Just rubbing his hands together.
Like God almighty knows. But
the conference has been unlocked.
Was regarding like defensive line and everything. I mean, I really hadn't heard much about them. What do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like there's a world where Isaiah Land is able to make the team, or you feel like he's gonna end up being one of the like odd man out?
I think they like Isaiah Land, and I think they're gonna try to work him into one of these teams units to try to keep him. They consider him a future guy. I don't know what roster mechanism they're going to use to hold on to him, but apparently they like him so much that they just going to hold on to him. Allegedly. But you know how that go.
Right. Got you. All right. Well, I mean, that's all I had. And one more thing. Shout out to Duncan Penderhughes, the Eagles troll in the chat. And that's all I got.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Good call. That's a name for real. Who's in the chat?
Who?
I don't know.
Duncan who now?
Duncan Penderhughes.
Interesting. I don't see a Duncan in there.
I don't see nobody motherfucking by name. Duncan, who is?
Only Duncan I know is Tim.
Duncan, show yourself. Oh, he's talking about Blade Brown. Oh, he's talking about Blade Brown. He's talking about Blade Brown. Yeah, house party. He's talking about Blade Brown.
Okay.
Say that. Hey, don't leave me to wonder. Don't leave me.
I'm sorry. I'm doing a crazy recall. Remember we did Around the Nation? Yeah. And Frank football.
Like Robin Harris.
Hey, Brandon, if you in here, I don't mean to do that, but bro, you look just like Robin Harris that day, bro. You did.
Oh, Class Act. My bad. I said house party. No, it's house party, huh? Because I ain't never seen Class Act, but I know the name Duncan Penderhughes. It don't matter. He talking about Blade Brown. Ain't nobody else on the phone, so I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes. Call in. If not, me and Will still just gonna call this an early one. How long this show been, Will? How long?
30 minutes. Man.
Y'all leave that motherfucker right there. I'll leave this shit right here. Let me go find this link to put in this chat when we done. Here we go. Boom, boom. There we go. I will put that in the chat and let y'all click on that when we done. Anybody else? Anybody else? I promise you, Blade Brown and Duncan are from Class Act. No, unless Class Act is a sub, like a sequel to the House Party, like House Party Class Act. Blade Brown was in House Party, bro. I think. All right, 2 calls. I'm locking it up.
The conference has been locked.
Okay, 3 calls. All right, cool. We'll stop right there. We ain't gonna be here too long. All right, let's get Mark on the phone. Here we go. Mark, what up? Hey man, Mark, man,
what's up, y'all?
Hey man,
y'all wild.
You called Dropper, wanted to get you back in there. You wasn't coming back. We'll clock out and leave now.
I'm sorry, dude. This phone got some kind of, I don't know what the hell wrong with it. At least if they shut your stream down, I can shut down SkyStream. So I'm gonna take what I can get.
I understand, my guy. Shots at Sky. Residual shots. But go ahead though, my guy. What you got for us though, Mark?
Yes, sir. Hey man, look, I'm gonna wait and let the preseason play it out. I'm gonna try to give this coaching staff a chance with this offensive line business. Sooner or later, you got to find somebody that can play. And if you're gonna find out, you got a couple of weeks, I think, in preseason to find out if you got anybody else there that's serviceable. But the sooner you get Zach Martin back here, the better. So I'll let that play out, and they'll try to build it and see what they're gonna do with that. But I really called about Kelvin Joseph, man, and I'm one of them cats that I'm neither here nor there with him, but I hear everybody else at least hearing some kind of either a positive or even a kind of, so he is what we thought he was. And Joseph is another guy that unfortunately just don't seem to get it. And I'm not big on him, hey, he's supposed to get beat. Let me say it like this. Cornerbacks don't get beat. And it's not him getting beat thing, is that he's never around the ball to make a play on it, it seems like. And that speaks a lot more to me about where his head is at than anything else.
It was 100% class act, but I thought it was house party. My bad.
He might need a fresh start. I don't think he's gonna get it here. Because you got that. Who is it? The Eric Scott guy. He done walked in and took his spot. He basically is taking his spot.
Yeah.
So unless something miraculous happens for him, they're gonna it's another second round pick wasted. But he's out.
Yeah.
And I just hope that might be the thing, that if he's got any shot or if he really wants to be a pro cornerback, he wants to play at all, that'll be one of those things that maybe gears him. Sometimes you need a little bit of that adversity hit. Because before in college, he just walked off. So he had so much talent. He didn't like what was going on. He just walk off.
Yeah.
He can't call no shot like that here in the pros. Because it ain't about how talented you are here. It's about how hard you work. I wouldn't feel as bad about them giving him chances if he looked like he was around the ball. So, you know what I mean? That's what you want the cornerback to do in this league. But you're going to get beat. It's not about can he get beat. If he got the traits and the talent, he should be able to recover. He should be somewhere making the throws tougher on the quarterback, making the catches tougher on the receiver. It's different between getting beat and just not being competitive. He ain't looking competitive to me, so I don't know how you fix that with him. If he can't fix his head, then no amount of opportunity is going to fix his body. And I don't think they're going to, they ain't going to mess around with him. If he don't get something done in preseason, that's it with him.
Man, Kelvin getting cut, man. Kelvin getting cut. And that's coming from Voch. That's coming from me. You know what I mean? Kelvin getting cut. And I don't think there's nothing he can do about it. You know what I mean? I would have loved to figure this out because Kelvin still has athleticism. But me and Will, we're gonna find a way to patent that phrase, man, like loud camps. People are having loud camps. And Kelvin can't be Kelvin while other people having loud camps, man. So it's a wrap.
Yeah, that's done with him. Might be same thing with Viliami Fehoko. He might be as much as he did last year. That was last camp. This camp, I don't know. It's a lot of people's neck on the line on the offensive side and the coaching side. If they really see us about, hey, we're gonna give this thing a short hook for whatever the hell reason, that would be goofy as hell to me. But if that's the case, they're not gonna have nobody out there dropping the football. And you got UDAs out there catching it, and you got 3 and 4 year cats. Same thing with Neville. You got 3 and 4 year cats out here, and y'all getting showed up by UDFAs and stuff like that. We'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We'll see what they do in camp, man. Hey, y'all, thank you all for taking my call again, man.
Yes,
and y'all see up here, they keep having the ball, man.
Hey, man,
I watch the tweets again about that Alabama brawl, man. They've been calling that brother Twitter is wild. They called that brother that swam over there. They would call him Scuba Gooden Jr.
Scuba Gooden Jr. C Murder.
C Murder's crazy.
And Aquaman. Aquaman is crazy. Aquaman is crazy. All right, Mark. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. Hey, Will, towards the end of the show, man, I'm gonna post a link down there for everybody to see. I broke down the film thoroughly.
Yeah, you did that like it was ESPN. Like I said, I caught some of it, and I'm like, man, it's second to none when it comes to this stuff.
Appreciate you, my guy. It was absolutely Class Act. I lied. I have seen Class Act. I just thought it was. I thought it was one of the house parties.
Like half the damn cast is in
the
there.
Same fucking cast, right? Martin Lawrence and all them characters, and all the same people in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you watching it, you would think that is a, but it's definitely Class Act. It's definitely Class Act. All right, let's get to these next calls. We can clock out with. Let's get Brandon from Houston. What's up, man?
Oh, I was hoping you said Brandon.
Hey, what's going on, man? I just want to ask a quick question on the depth chart. What do you think about Jalen Brooks, coming on strong, and if he could actually get meaningful snaps in a real game the way that he's playing right now?
No, I think he's done enough to earn himself a roster spot. Well, pending what he does in preseason. If his preseason performance is anything like what he's doing in camp, then he's earned himself a roster spot. But with Tolbert, Turpin, Gallup, Cooks, and Lamb, it's gonna be hard to get him on the field. Plus the tight ends, plus the running back. So, he's proven to be like a future possible guy for you, but not this year.
Nah, it seems like he's what Noah Brown was supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like they drafting like those.
Don't nobody want to be that. Don't nobody ever want to be what Noah Brown was supposed to be. Don't nobody want to be that.
Somebody got to play special teams.
Another thing I want to just run by real quick, before I get off here, is I just want the Dallas Cowboys to come out for each game. I think we need to be skipping, Bob. You know what I mean? I think we need to be skipping.
Pulling your pants up and skipping. Appreciate you, Brandon. Good call back, man.
I think we need to be skipping all the way, but we can go 17-0 like that.
I love that. I love that. Appreciate you, Doc. Hey, man, right before them dudes ran up on the boat, when you see black dudes, after they took their shirt off, they pull their pants up and they skip towards you, treachery is afoot. Treachery is afoot. That was a good call back, man. We broke that down also, y'all. Appreciate you. Last call. Let's get Chris on the phone. What's up, Chris?
Oh, what's up, Voch? I have a question. So I was watching Boss's live yesterday night, and he was talking about a con to the West Coast offense is great corners can read the feet of the quarterback, because a lot about the West Coast offense is about steps, like 3-step drop, stuff like that. And I was just curious, because Boss was pointing out that could be a problem. Do you see that as a huge problem, or do you think that's just dependent on maybe the defense or the scheme that we do in certain games?
Nah, I mean, because West Coast's been alive for years. I mean, West Coast's been a thing for decades. And, even if teams run, some other type of offense or whatever, right, you'll still see elements of West Coast in it. You know what I mean? The thing about West Coast is that you got to come up and tackle. That's a lot of the thing about West Coast. You know what I mean? Is that if you playing a West Coast team with some yak receivers and route runners, then you physically have to like get involved or whatever. But like reading the quarterback's feet, I mean, I think that'll work for us as fans. But
there's weaknesses in every offense. That's every style offense.
But nothing to shut down the whole offense. No.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Because Boss was showing us plays like the Trayvon pick he had on Devontae Smith in 21. He's like, you see that he breaks the ball before.
I mean, Jalen Hurts stared down.
Trayvon's all pro shit.
A shotgun snap. What he took like one step and stared him down and threw it. I mean, you throwing against an all pro. That's goofy.
He was reading eyes. He wasn't reading feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. He has a live later today, so we'll have to see what if he has other perspective. But he was talking since he was a DB in college that he had saw a DB actually read stuff like that to be able to break on the ball before the ball gets out to the receiver.
Yeah, you read the cue.
But I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. Like KC runs a West Coast offense. I don't see much of a problem there. You know what I mean? Like I don't see how it's going to be huge unless.
Yeah, I think that's an exaggerated way of thinking that
I think maybe.
Okay.
Please, fine. Please go ahead. Finish. Please.
No, go.
I was going to say I think Boss is maybe reading a little bit too much into it. Like I guess we could be a little concerned about it, but I think we need to see some games before we start worrying about anything like that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, hey, and look, shouts out to Boss. Shouts out to Boss Cowboy and you know what I'm saying, his analysis or whatever.
Oh
but,
yeah, and I
yeah.
respect the content and everything, so I'll
Yeah.
still watch.
Yeah.
But I just want some perspective from other content creators.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you though, Chris. Good call. Yeah, that's like,
thanks.
hey, yo, look, that's like saying, hey man, you wanna beat Micah, grab his wrist. That's definitely a way to beat Micah, but good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck pulling it off. Hey, you wanna beat whoever. You wanna beat a route runner, do this. You wanna beat a playmaking corner. You wanna manipulate a linebacker. You wanna do whatever. Everything has a fail safe in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's not going to be the only aspect of this offense. You know, 3-step drop. You're not 3-step dropping 42 times in this system. You're going to get a lot of action. You're going to obviously be in shotgun. You're going to get some sprints. You're going to get meshes and cross. There's going to be the beauty of this offense to me is specifically because I'm trying to think about the play. I don't think this play was like a slant flat type of combination. This was just a flat out. He did like a speed out. Where he didn't sell the route at all. And Trayvon Diggs is great, right? Yep. But in this, at least what I'm seeing out there is that the concepts are also going to be getting them open. You know what I mean? So it's going to be up to Dak to identify that. And unlike in years past where you had the option and you had to wait, till these guys looked and said, okay, this guy's playing it this way, I'm gonna go that way. There is no, once you get to the line of scrimmage, Dak can say, okay, we don't like this look. I'm changing this play. Right off the bat, I know if he's going to be available or not. If not, I know where my progression takes me and where this guy's going to be, and it's going to fit in my count. So I think this is a fantastic thing. I know it sounds, elementary, like, oh, well, the routes are supposed to be with the quarterback's feet, but that wasn't the case because we weren't running West Coast principles. Now we are, and that's, West Coast principles. And I think it's going to be great for it's why you see these young receivers, being better now because they're not out there having to think. So yeah, is there a con or is there a downside to every offense? Yes. So I guess that's one aspect to it, but to be worried about it, I wouldn't be worried about it unless you got a bad quarterback. If you got a bad quarterback, you did not be worried.
Even Mike McCarthy says it, right? Like you have the base foundation of your offense, right? But at some point you got to run variations of that to protect the base foundation of your offense. You know what I'm saying? So we'll run the same thing, but you'll get different looks. You know what I mean? So
see if I can pull this up while you're talking.
Yeah, go ahead. We got supers. Will, mind you, I forgot to say this. Can you hear this in the background? Can you hear anything of it?
No, sir.
So Texas been hot than a bitch, right? I went and got fans. For my crib, right? Because I already got a ceiling fan, but it's 110 degrees outside in Texas. Don't play. I got fans in my crib, dog, and I am just... Boy, the show been so comfortable today with just fans just blowing direct line. I'll just make sure it wasn't getting in the microphone. Will still, I don't want to mess up the sound and nothing like that. But boy, man, just get you a fan for your office, Will still, so the ceiling fan can come this way and the other fan can come that way. Come on, man. Pro tip.
Yeah, fortunately, with this they get cold up in here.
I need cold. I need cold. Supers. And whenever you find whatever you're looking for, let me know, Will still.
Yeah, I got it. We'll see if it comes through. But it's the slant flat variations. Those who watch the morning show know what I'm talking about. I'm just letting it play. It's just some of these families of plays that you were talking about, Voch.
Yep.
Where you can run these. Like that wasn't the play that was ran in that instance. Mm-hmm. And these are some of the plays that are in this system. And we've seen out there at camp. So I'm excited for this style of offense. I understand the offense is perfect. But one thing about the West Coast, that's tried and true.
Yep.
Find me the Gallimore coast. That's tried and true.
the more coastal bullshit.
Shit.
Oh man. All right. That's mean, bro. More coast is mean. Anyway, let's get into it though. Supers. Landlord from Wakanda. He dropped a deuce and says, Voch and Sky, Cuzzo's throwing hands in Alabama. Now, I mean, Will's still not going to throw hands. Even though, Will, something that I've been thinking about doing, I haven't reached out to, like, Jay Tucker or anybody else like that, but just bringing some of my, we call them tie pads or whatever. Just bringing tie pads to Dallas and just let people kick me. You know what I'm saying? I just want to just let people kick the pads and, you know what I'm saying, get a little workout in the park or something. I've been thinking about doing it. You know what I'm saying? But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You talking about in Frisco?
It ain't got to be, no, not this particular situation in Frisco. No.
Like,
but just when I moved there and me and you become friends in real life, you know what I'm saying? Cause we already friends in real life, but we just, you know, I'm in Houston or whatever. But when we friends in real life, we gonna work out together. You know, we gonna go and boom, boom, boom. I think it'll be dope to, you know, have a little Muay Thai shit out there. You know what I mean? Teach you how to kick and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's do that. And then the other thing that, you know, we always talk about, but we, you know what I'm saying, that thing. Appreciate your landlord from Wakanda.
Adrian, you have a fetish for that man. Just because we're calling out things and we're discussing football, ain't no you know how I am, Voch. I told you I'm healed now. Told you I'm healed. Adriana Padilla, you have a fetish for that man, sir.
Oh no.
Watch yourself.
Oh no.
Watch yourself.
Oh,
Adriana.
Oh.
Go ahead, sir.
Oh, shit.
Tired of these weirdos and Neros. I'm swimming through the water.
Shit. Appreciate y'all. Whew. Well, you can end the show on now. All right, let's come on the other side and get the supers over here. Then we're gonna clock on up out of here. Up out of here. Sadiqa said she dropped a dub. It says, hit the likes. Get these. Okay, she probably meant get these likes up in here. Okay, get these likes up. There's 68 in here and only 150 likes. That's a great ratio. She probably meant the opposite.
She just texted and said, "Hey, tell him not to read the super chat, bro."
I don't worry about it. She said that?
Yeah, she's basically get the likes up.
All right, get the likes up.
Get the likes up.
All right, so get the likes up.
I got you, Sadiq.
Appreciate. I wasn't looking. Appreciate Sadiq. JR the Mailman Drive 5 says, I hate. That was yesterday. Refresh. Quick show. Love it. All right. Marcus Hardison, you in here? Marcus, you in here? Hurry up before they call it. Shit. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Get by it. Yeah, you hear me? All right. Marcus Hardison says at the volume. What? All right. Here we go. We're not gonna do him like that. We'll still. Shouts out to Marcus Hardison. Boom. Close that up. All right. Here we go, chat. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me, Will Steele, and Sadiqa today. Don't read it. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, why should you embrace your genius? Because genius isn't anything more than polished common sense. Hold on. Why should you embrace your genius? Genius isn't anything more than polished common sense. Day one of me requesting the return of Ski Mask Voch. One day.
Oh,
Ski Mask Voch is fun. Ski Mask Voch is fun, but we lose every fucking game I go Ski Mask Voch. So I'm superstitious now.
Oh, so you getting superstitious like me.
Just like your ass. Look, you should embrace your genius because genius is polished common sense. Will Steele. Wisdom. How do you build wisdom? Living life. Experiences. Learning. You know what I mean? It's your own genius. I like that, Marcus Hardison. You know what I'm saying? And genius is your own thing. You know, genius is your, you know what I'm saying? I rock with that, Marcus Hardison. Thank you very much, sir. Salute. Voch, do you have any Grey Poupon? No. Got some Heinz. Got some Heinz in that mug. Hey man, appreciate y'all.
Some Heinz.
We love y'all to pieces, bro. Right now, if you look to your chat box, well, y'all already be in the chat or whatever. But if you look in the chat, I dropped the link to my breakdown of the Bama Brawl. It aired live on twitch.tv/Voch Lombardi. The highlighted version lives on the Voch Reacts YouTube channel. That's my non-football YouTube channel. The highlights from Twitch go up on there. And at some point I'm gonna start just throwing some content up there that didn't show up on Twitch. So I appreciate y'all if y'all would hit that link and run over there and hit the sub. It'll build things nicely, and I'd be very grateful for you. We're gonna start putting blogs and things like that up there, hanging out with my friends. I might have my little selfie stick and all that kind of stuff. So just see what's happening there. Voch Reacts Voch Reacts on YouTube, Voch Lombardi on Twitch and Patreon. We're gonna start that back up because we got film coming. So when we get film, you will see Patreon drops. Follow my man Skywalker Steele at Skywalker Steele. Appreciate you. He's the best in the business. Catch him on A to Z Dallas on YouTube in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. For the rest of y'all, man. Y'all hold down for the dose. You watch the piece. We got a quick little show in, man. See y'all tomorrow, man. Volume.
Beats Planet.
Are you not entertained?
I will not apologize.
Are you not entertained?
You really must have messed your finger. I just saw that.
Yeah, really only this part.
I thought you was training. I thought it was you was about to solo Sequoia somebody like.
Well, it wasn't a knife. I was chopping.